Okay, what were you gonna ask?
So we were talking today. We were talking about stocks, about crypto. What do you think of precious metals?
Okay, so we were talking about stocks and
Crypto.
Crypto, yeah.
Just investments.
Yeah.
The big thing now is precious metals, like, as far as gold and silver. You have the bars, you have the coins and all that. And silver is supposed to be really good. With all these changes and all that. Right now I think silver is an ounce. I believe, I haven't checked.
Wait, so an ounce of silver is like $22-23?
Yeah, 20, right around there. I haven't checked in a few days since we've been busy filming.
The reason it's good to buy silver and gold is because when the markets crash and inflation goes crazy, that gold and silver is going to skyrocket, and that value is going to be very good. It's not going to lose its value. It's going to grow value, actually, when the dollar crashes. As you can see, the inflation is high right now. But I'm talking when there's a full-on market crash. Every single market crash, silver and gold is always sky high.
And the thing was...
Am I wrong?
No, you're right. And the thing with silver and gold, if you're not desperate to sell and all that, there's no way you could go wrong, because you only sell when it's up if you need to.
Yep.
So that's why I'm really into precious metals, and I've been talking to you about that.
Because if there's a market crash, man, and that's where the majority of your money is, you're going to be in deep trouble, man. So, definitely, I'm not saying don't buy stocks. I think stocks are great. Crypto's good. I mean, it's going to be the one world currency, obviously. People have been doing their due diligence on that, which is why they're trying to crash the dollar. I mean, it's plain as day, clear as day, that our government is purposely trying to crash the dollar. That's why they did this whole pandemic thing, so we could crash the dollar. We're doing these we're doing these stimuluses that are just trillions of dollars. And if you look at who the stimulus always helped, with the bailouts and all that stuff, the rich people. Who did the pandemic help? The rich. Who did it hurt? The people that were middle class and the poor. I mean, people who had small businesses, a lot of them went out of business. Meanwhile, these major corporations are getting bailed out. They're getting billions of dollars. They're getting all this help, and they are profiting more than anyone off of this stuff, man. If you look at it, these rich people increased their wealth by, just insane amounts. Well, normal people got poorer during this whole thing. That's what this whole thing was about doing. And we're going to see big changes soon when there is a full-on market crash. And then it's going to be like, okay, we need to do something. The dollar has no value. We need cryptocurrency. We need a one world currency. Because what is the one world currency? Like I said, it's going to be crypto. I personally think it's going to be XRP. And I think this whole lawsuit with XRP is all smoke and mirrors. It's a bunch of, lies. And that XRP is going to go sky high, man. That's why I've been buying it as I go, man.
We both have.
Yes.
As far as like Bitcoin, what do you think of it now?
I mean, it's worth a lot of money, man. But I think...
Is it a good time to buy?
XRP, from what I've seen, I'm not crazy knowledgeable on crypto, but from what I've seen, XRP is it takes much less energy, and when it comes to like different currencies, you can use XRP in any currency. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So like if you're in another country and you're using different currency, it doesn't matter. XRP is just it can do anything, and like I said, it's way less energy, man. Way less energy, and the transfers with XRP are like this. You get the money like that, so you don't have to wait.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not like a know-it-all with crypto. I don't claim to know it all, but that's just some of the stuff I've seen. And why do you think? Ask yourself, why do you think you can't buy XRP on most platforms?
Why is that? You tell me.
Because they don't want the normal people to get rich.
And who's the normal people?
Just people like everyday people like you and me. Everyday people, not the mega elites, not these politicians, man. And you know who bought about 9% of the float of XRP? The Rothschilds.
Okay. Okay.
So if the Rothschilds and Rockefellers control majority of the wealth, I believe the Rothschilds control, they're worth about $500 trillion, and all the wealth is spread out. It's not all just in one place. So people think, oh, it's only some $1 billion or whatever. It's not that much, but their wealth is spread out, man. These same people control the media, and they control what was I gonna say? Yeah, they control the media and the banks, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, man.
Now, do you think it's a good time right now to get into the market if someone's new coming in at it, or
if someone's new? I personally, it's a tough call, man, because there could be a major crash, and one of the things I'm invested heavily in is actually AMC. Mm-hmm. And a thing that could actually heavily benefit AMC is a massive market crash, because there is a big market crash. These hedge funds that are shorting AMC majorly, they're using a lot of margin. And if there's a big crash, see, when you use margin, okay, say I have $100,000 of margin in my account, and the reason I have that $100,000 of margin in my account is because my account portfolio is worth $100,000. So say I have $100,000 worth of Tesla stock because Tesla is at $1,000 a share. If Tesla crashes down to $500 per share, I'm going to have about $50,000 worth of margin. What happens if I'm holding $60,000 worth of other stocks that I bought with margin? Say I bought, for example, I bought the Tesla with cash, and I had $100,000 at that one time, so it's giving me $100,000 worth of margin. But if that goes down, Tesla goes down to 500, I have $50,000 only left of margin.
Mm-hmm.
So, because my account is worth less, I'm going to have to start liquidating. So I'm going to have to start selling off and covering my positions, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to you?
Well, would you sell on a loss?
You would have to start selling. You would have to start selling and liquidating. You have to do something. You can't just sit there.
As far as any loss with like stocks and all that, the most you could write off at the end of the year for taxes is $3,000 a year, as I told you. But it could also carry on for I don't know how many, several years. So
yeah, well, that's good. I'll definitely use that to my advantage if I have any issues. What I was gonna say, man, a lot of people just don't have patience in the markets, man. You gotta have patience. If you wanna succeed with the stocks, you gotta have patience. And not to mention, let's be real here. The whole stock market is rigged. Everything is rigged. Anything that has something to do with the government is rigged. Elections are all rigged. It doesn't matter, whether it's the presidential election or if it's the election for governor. It's all rigged. It doesn't matter, man. Presidents and politicians are all selected. So just know that everything is rigged. It's a system, man. It's a system. And the same people that, and these same people in our society, they're fighting for the system and backing up the same system that is destroying them. It makes no sense. They're complaining, oh, my life sucks, I hate my life. But they actually fight for the same system that is destroying us. Like, come on, how do you not realize everything's rigged? Everything is made to benefit the mega rich, these politicians. Why do you think these politicians and Hollywood actors, for example, mostly politicians with this as far as the stock, but why do you think the same politicians going out there to tell you to take the shot? You know what shot I'm talking about, the special one.
The vaccination.
Yeah, I just don't want to say too much.
Okay.
These politicians are telling you to take it. We need to take it. Why do you think they have millions of dollars worth of pharmaceutical stock like Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson? Mm-hmm. It's because they want to fill their pockets. It's not about your health and safety. They could care less about you, man. Politicians are put there as an illusion of choice. There's you know, both parties, left, right, wing, it's the same bird. It's still the same agenda at the end of the day. I'm not gonna lie. The liberals, look, man, the Democrats, they just speed things up. No matter what, Republicans, Democrats, it's still, Republicans are just as bad, but the Democrats just speed things up. And like I said, politicians are there because this is what they do. They create problems, and then they come up with the solution. Do you guys remember what happened during the pandemic? There was the problem, which was the virus. Sorry, the plandemic. There was the virus, and then they came out with the cure, the shot, and that's that. They come up. That's like me saying, hey, I'm gonna go terrorize this neighborhood and destroy all these mailboxes. And the next day, I go door to door. And I say I'm a mailbox repair service
to make yourself
and
money.
I make my money, right? Why would a $1 billion pharmaceutical industry care about your well-being? Why would multi-billionaires like
aren't
Bill
these
Gates,
people human?
No, they're not. You know who they worship? And I'll tell you this, they don't care about you, man. It's all about filling their pockets and having control over you because they're sick people. And it's crazy. If you guys seen that show Squid Game, this is what I was gonna say. If you've seen the show Squid Game, this is what happens. So they bring all these people there to play this game. In these games, these people are dying. They're just normal people, right? That are dying. They're in debt and whatnot. And these globalists, these elites, are watching from home. And in the last episode, they come actually and watch in person. They watch these people in the general population just destroy themselves and die. And there's all this chaos. Think about this. These elites, these people and the Illuminati and all these corrupt people, they are watching from the sidelines. Like when all these riots happen, all the chaos in the streets and all the unrest and these crises, they're just sitting back at home. They're enjoying the show. They're watching. They're like, wow, I created this because money, they have all this money. Now what? What's next? Control, because they're so bored with their money. What's next? You know, they need something to satisfy them, because just like death and destruction is never satisfied, neither is the eyes of man. It's never satisfied.
As far as why is there so much war in this world?
Because they create it. They create these conflicts and these problems. That the war is the number one way for the bankers and these global elites to make money, because the governments have to pay back the money with interest, because they take out loans, they get in debt. That's why they do it. They encourage it. Why do you think they always promote going to war on television like it's a good thing? They're programming. You think, oh, it's okay.
No one wins in war.
We'll go to war. Just like 9/11. Think about this. The day before 9/11, $2.3 trillion was missing from the Pentagon. Oh, we need a distraction. Boom, 9/11. 9/11's literally been planned way longer than that. I mean, there's plenty of evidence to support that as well. But, man, like, people got to wake up. Everything is rigged. We're supposed to be talking about crypto, but I had to get in this because people don't realize it. Literally, everything is rigged to benefit the rich.
And is this from your years of research?
Yes, years of research.
Great.
You could probably find this stuff out in a month.
What's Tesla at today?
So when it opened, it was $1,070 something, which is insane. And to be quite honest, man, I'm thinking about selling it and just holding cash in my portfolio. I mean, because look at the markets, man. It's so unpredictable, and there's constantly talk of a crash, especially in this economy and the amount of inflation. I think it'd be great to just have cash in case of the major crisis that is possibly coming. I mean, and these people are warning us constantly. I mean,
What do you think is going to cause the crisis?
and people don't remember, man. Every time a crisis happens, these people in high places always warn us before, and then it eventually happens. What'd you say?
What's going to cause the crisis?
The mass inflation and all these. If you don't remember, all the trillions of dollars of stimulus that we used, and that's just constantly printing money. That's all we did was print trillions of dollars. I mean, you can't do that, and it's going to cause inflation. And there's always talk of inflation. I mean, look at the rates right now, man. Look how much the prices of it's not just one thing. Everything has gone up drastically. Even in the last 2 years, the housing market has drastically spiked. Food prices have drastically spiked. I mean, those are just two things I can think of, but I mean, really, it's everything.
You're so confident about like AMC and all that. It dropped a little bit today. What do you think about it?
I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, you gotta be patient. If you don't have the patience, no matter what it is with anything in life, you're not going to succeed.
Right.
You're not going to go big. And the stock market is a place for the patient people to make money, man.
And what do you think of like crypto as far as investing in crypto?
Crypto is going to be the one world currency. And I mean, the one world currency is not a good thing. It's part of the new world order. And but at the end of the day, we got to make money, right? We got to survive. We got to make money. So I mean, I suggest to dabble in some crypto, most definitely. I wouldn't say put all your eggs in one basket, but I've been buying XRP. I have about 2,500 shares, but I'm just buying as I go. I'm not just buying like a crazy amount of shares at a time. I'll just buy like 500 shares.
Do you look for a certain price, or when do you know when to buy? Or
I mean, honestly, man, I've just been buying whenever I get some money.
Okay. What's crazy is Shiba. Okay.
Oh, Shiba's been going up too. Yep. I bought about 3 weeks ago, and now it's really jacking up. But that's just something I'm just gonna hold on to, and because I believe, it may be like a meme and whatnot, but in the next year or two, man, you could see that thing at 20-25 cents, dude. If you bought now, you're gonna be filthy. Oh, you're gonna be filthy rich, man. If you even put a couple $100s in the Shiba right now, I believe if it went to 25 cents, you would have close to $2 million.
That's amazing.
Because $200 at the price I got it at bought me close to 7 million shares. 7 million Shiba coins, whatever. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's good to just dabble in multiple stocks.
Yes, I agree.
And cryptos. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, if you really have a big, high conviction with something, yeah, you can put more eggs in one basket than the other, but definitely have multiple sources, if you get what I'm saying. So have some in XRP, have some little bit in Shiba. I have a good amount in Tesla. I have a good amount in very good amount in AMC as well. I'm just waiting, man, because if the whole market goes boop, AMC will be a massive play, man. Massive play.